You know that universal sign we give to truckers hoping they'll sound their air horns? Well, you're going to be hearing a lot less honking in the future, and with good reason, thanks to autonomous trucking. It's not a matter of if anymore, but a when. And the when is coming sooner than you might expect. Companies have been quietly testing their prototypes on public roads, trying to perfect the AI technology needed for autonomous driving. Here are lists of companies to watch out for producing autonomous trucks. In 2009, Google secretly launched a self-driving car project and used a modified Toyota Prius with its driverless technology and got a license to turn on Nevada state streets. In 2015, they achieved the world's first fully self-driving car trip on public roads, in a car without a steering wheel, gas, or brake pedal. Google renamed it as Waymo in December 2016. Waymo used Phoenix, Arizona as a site for testing Waymo One, a self-driving taxi service. These tests all have a human backup driver in their vehicle as a safety precaution, and most of these tests were successful. It didn't stop there. Waymo has been working on self-driving trucks for a couple of years. It launched a self-driving truck pilot program in Georgia in March 2018, and since then been crossing the T's and dotting the I's to make such the technology as perfect and safe. Waymo Chrysler Pacifica minivans have been driving the streets of Texas obsessively in recent months to map everything out in as much detail as possible, and now Waymo is confident enough with what it has to let the trucks loose. The program will start the Waymo semi-trucks test driving on I-10, I-20, and I-45. The company sees these as promising commercial routes in Texas. GM. General Motors self-driving vehicle unit, GM Cruise, has the world's second largest autonomous fleet of 180 vehicles that are undergoing testing. So far, they've driven more than 1.6 million kilometers, 1 million miles. The company received media attention when in 2016 bought Sidecar's assets and invested $500 million in Lyft. This year and this month alone, they partnered with Nikola Motors in a deal worth $2 billion to manufacture hydrogen-fueled trucks. The Badger, as it is called, will generate more than 906 horsepower and 980 pound-feet of torque. It will have an estimated 600-mile range. The electric Badger will accelerate from 0 to 60 in approximately 2.9 seconds, and the truck's hybrid drive will allow it to travel 300 miles with the battery for those who aren't near a hydrogen filling station. The announcement alone rallied up Nikola shares by 40% that day. GM are already a known powerhouse, and the recent partnership with Nikola is sure to spice up the trucking industry. TuSimple. The San Diego-based self-driving startup announced in July the world's first autonomous freight network, which means that the company is laying the groundwork for delivering a lot more of our stuff with self-driving trucks. Currently, TuSimple has just 40 autonomous trucks in use, though it's adding 10 more later this year. And its longest route is the 1,000-mile drive between Phoenix and Dallas. TuSimple's expansion plans seem more concrete than some of its competitors. The company is expanding existing shipments with UPS, which is also invested in TuSimple, and the food service delivery giant McLane. The major shipping company US Express, one of the nation's largest freight companies, will also start shipping goods through TuSimple, which now has 22 contracted customers. The company will ultimately have influence over which routes are digitally mapped out next for self-driving trucks. TuSimple, which is valued at around $1 billion last year, is mainly focused on long-haul trucking and hasn't spent as much time on self-driving cars. Daimler. Daimler Trucks is the pioneer of automated driving and has a clear roadmap to the fully automated truck. In 2014, Daimler Trucks presented the Mercedes-Benz Future Truck 2025, the world's first automated truck, and was the first to demonstrate the technological opportunities and great potential that automated trucks have for the economy and society. In 2015, the Freightliner Inspiration Truck got the first road license ever for an automated commercial vehicle. Daimler Trucks is already bringing automated driving features into series production, SAE Level 2. The new system can independently brake, accelerate, and steer, unlike systems that only work above a certain speed. Daimler Trucks aim for highly automated trucks, SAE Level 4. In commercial trucking, Level 4 is the natural next step after Level 2, which helps in increasing efficiency and productivity for customers, cutting costs per mile significantly. At the 2019 Consumer Electronics Show, CES, in Las Vegas, Daimler Trucks announced that it will invest more than 500 million euro, more than 570 million US dollar, over the next years in its global push to bring highly automated trucks to the road within a decade. After 1 year of collaboration with Torque, Daimler has successfully deployed trucks with SAE Level 4 and 10 technology on public roads and expanded their test fleet of trucks, miles, and learnings. Tesla. The Tesla Cybertruck looks like it was dropped off by an alien race, but it has the capabilities to challenge all the top-selling pickup trucks. With a sharp-edged exterior that is made of scratch and dent-resistant stainless steel, Tesla's all-electric truck is seriously tough. Along with available all-wheel drive, the Cybertruck can tow up to 14,000 pounds and has an estimated driving range of 500-plus miles. While that applies only to the most expensive model, the cheapest one starts at $39,900. The more expensive versions, which are going to start at $49,900 to $69,900, are coming in late 2021. While two more expensive versions with more motors and bigger battery packs are going to be available in late 2022. 3 versions of the Tesla Cybertruck are going to be available with different battery packs and drivetrain configurations. The single-motor RWD version will offer 250 miles of range. A dual-motor all-wheel drive version will reach 300 miles of range, and the tri-motor version will have 500 miles of range. Embark. The aim of San Francisco-based Embark is clear and precise, which is to automate the freeway parts of a truck's journey. Founded in 2016, Embark lets the system take over when on a freeway, with the driver taking over when the truck exits the freeway, to navigate the more complex roads of towns and cities themselves. The approach is designed so truck drivers can complete more journeys per day, as they're spending less time doing the actual driving. The company is currently operating test vehicles, with humans monitoring from behind the wheel, on the I-10 freeway between El Paso, Texas and Palm Springs, California. Embark has already used this technology to drive a truck across the U.S. through adverse weather conditions like rain and fog, navigating high transfers without human assistance. Embark's employees previously worked at companies like Audi and Apple, and the startup has raised an estimated $17.2 million, according to data by Crunchbase, valuing it at $75 million in 2018. Volvo. In 2016, Volvo demonstrated its autonomous trucks platoon in a bid to improve both safety and efficiency. It may not have been the most exciting demo, but when it comes to a 70,000-pound truck barreling down the highway under computer control, boring is exactly what you want. The demonstration showed how the lead truck controls the accelerator and brakes of the two following trucks, meaning they all speed up and slow down together, thus removing the delays caused by driver reaction time. Platooning like this also helps remove unnecessary braking and accelerating, and following each other closely lowers wind resistance, which in turn lowers fuel use. Drivers still all look after their own steering, but Volvo says this could be automated in the future. Volvo, which is partnered with FedEx, claims that if the computer-controlled trucks follow each other just 1 second apart, fuel economy can be improved by 10%, leading to significant savings for haulage companies who employ such a system. The introduction by Volvo Trucks Avera, a multifaceted autonomous truck concept featuring a driverless cab, a connectivity solution and user control towers, marks something of a departure from the standard ambition for autonomous commercial trucks. Whilst much of the industry speculated on self-driving highway trucks capable of removing the driver from the longest part of the journey and slashing costs while addressing the driver shortage, the Swedish truck maker wanted to focus on conditional applications for use in confined spaces. These do away with many of the challenges encountered on the highway, including unpredictable drivers, high speeds, breakdowns, and collisions. Aurora. Aurora, the autonomous vehicle technology startup backed by Amazon, expanded into Texas as it aimed to accelerate the development of self-driving trucks. The company said it plans to test commercial routes in Dallas-Fort Worth area, with a mix of Fiat Chrysler Pacifica minivans and Class 8 trucks. A small fleet of Pacificas will arrive first. The trucks will be on the road in Texas by the end of the year, according to the company. Aurora is developing a full-stack solution for self-driving vehicles, which it calls the Driver, the combined suite of software and hardware that provides the brains for an AV. In October 2019, Aurora wrote a blog post prioritizing the development of autonomous trucks over cars. In recent months, the company's co-founders have talked more openly about making trucks a priority. While the Driver will ultimately move both people and goods, our first commercial product will be in trucking, where the market is largest today. The unit economics are best, and the level of service requirements is most accommodating, the company wrote in a blog post Monday. Self-driving trucks, once considered a niche category within the autonomous vehicle technology industry, that has changed as companies have started to better understand the difficult unit economics of robotaxis, not to mention the complexity of operations. Self-driving trucks have their own challenges. However, the growing consensus is that the path to profitability is clearer. That is all we have for you today. Thank you for watching. Till next time.